will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Raiders at 2-10 now on the year. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This defense for the Chiefs, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready.
They go with Jacobs. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 4 that time. That'll be good enough for a Las Vegas first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the running game with Jacobs. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. And that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll set up to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Chiefs 7, Raiders 6.
The gun, he'll hand this off. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's him. Max Crosby, the one who got in here for the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14, Raiders 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Opposite, read. Check pitch. Ready?
On second down, Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Cycles. Watch out now. 50 series. Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Slant pass, it's Ferguson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
38.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Raiders 6. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll drop to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action. formation. They'll throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He's got room past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Pushes past him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete, he's got it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. He took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, ready?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go. Red, yellow.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Come on, set.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
On the set.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A good pickup there of 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mahomes to throw once more. Rolling to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 6. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, they'll run it here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
43!
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
15!
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Raiders 6. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, these our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Kansas City, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.